Who's that kanji?
It's 4. So today we're going to look at the kanji for 4. The kunyomi are yo, yon, yotsu, the 2 goes outside, and yotsu, the big 2 also goes outside. And the onyomi is shi. The readings that you really need to remember are yon, shi, and yotsu. The meaning of this kanji is just 4. Again, nothing too interesting here. But now we have a more interesting looking kanji because this doesn't really look like 4, right? And this one has 5 strokes, contrary to what you might think. So yeah, let's look at the stroke order and how you can remember this kanji. So the first stroke goes like that from top to bottom. The second stroke goes like that to the right and down. The third stroke goes like that. The fourth stroke goes like that. And the last stroke goes like this, left to right on the bottom. It's actually easier than you might think because all of the kanji that are like this inside of a box, they're drawn like this. You just have this line going from top to bottom, this line going right and down. Then you draw whatever is inside the kanji, and then you draw the last finishing line just to close the box. This is not too different from the kanji for sun, because there we had the first stroke going like that, then right and down, then we drew what is inside of the box, and then we finished it off. But except this is rectangular, but the kanji that are like this one are all square. So yeah, basically when you have squares like that, you draw top to bottom, right and down, then whatever is inside, and then you close it off. Let me show you once again. Top to bottom, first line, second line goes like that, third line goes like this, from the top of the line right here to the left. Then the third line goes in sort of an L shape, like that. And then the last line closes off the box. So here's how you can remember this pretty easily. So you have these 2 strokes that are inside of the box. Let's just ignore the box for now. So what we can do is we can just extend this line horizontally and extend this line vertically, and then we have 4. And that's it. And then we just put it all in a box like that. So you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit, but that's how I like to visualize this kanji. Of course, after a while, you don't think of it this way. You just immediately know that this is the number 4. But when you just learn the kanji, you can learn it with a hint like that. So now let's look at example words. So first we have yon or shi. This is where it gets kind of confusing because now you have one word, but there are 2 different ways to say it. So most of the time you would use shi when you're just counting. You could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It would be okay to say 1, 2, 3, 4, but usually you hear 1, 2, 3, shi. So you can just remember that shi is used for counting and yon is an alternative. Also, it can be used to be a bit more formal. So next we have yokka, which is 4th date or 4 days. Then we have shigatsu, which means April. Now this is important. You might get confused. You cannot say yongatsu. That is not correct. It has to be shigatsu with the onyomi. You have to remember this. Shigatsu, April. Then we have yonkagetsu, which is 4 months. So here it doesn't really change in any way. It's the same yon as here. So yeah, yonkagetsu, 4 months. Then we have yonhon, which is 4 long cylindrical objects. Now we have ippon, nihon, sanbon, yonhon. So yep, again, the reading is just the standard one. Then we have yonin, which is 4 people. It's important to note that there is no n here. It's just yo, and then we have nin from this kanji. So we have hitori, futari, sannin, yonin. And now last but not least, we have yotsu, which is 4 things. So hitotsu, futatsu, mitsu, yotsu. So let's look at example sentences. So for these 2, yokka and shigatsu, we can have 今日は4月4日です, which means today is the 4th of April. Then for 4ヶ月, we can have 4ヶ月間日本に住んでいます, which means I've been living in Japan for 4 months. Then for 4本, you can have ペンが4本もあります, which means I have 4 pens. So here, because I added mo after 4本, it kind of emphasizes that I have 4 pens, which is a bit too many. And then for yonin, we can have yonin wa party ni kimashita, which means 4 people came to the party. So that's about it for today. Do you know this kanji? We'll see what it is in the next episode. Subscribe here so you don't miss it and check out the playlist with all of the episodes. Mata kondo!